If you're wondering what I was talking about, this morning we casted Astrea versus Creator in a very different PvP, and Astrea was having a harder time. I'll be honest. Astrea was struggling a little bit against Creator. Astrea was constantly going for some cheeky plays, trying to go for Adept Harass, trying to go for DTs as well. DTs actually both games now that I think about it. At every turn, whenever we saw aggression from Astrea, Creator was just scouting him at every single turn and responding beautifully. But here we have him against a very different Protoss player. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Royal Blood, we have the South Korean Protoss representing CranKy Z Gaming. The best Protoss in the world, or at least the best Protoss in Korea, it is herO. And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Royal Blood, we have as opponent, we have the American Protoss player representing Alpha X, the red Protoss. It is Astrea. Max goddamn Angel. Oh, let's go. Let's go, pal. So shout out to Astrea. He didn't just play in ESL Open Cup Americas, but ESL Open Cup Asia as well. Once again, kind of staying up late into the night. From my understanding, I don't believe Astrea is living in Korea at the moment. I think he's currently in the United States, if I'm not mistaken. Based off of what we've seen from Miguelito Bendito streams. They have been hanging out a little bit. It's been a while, but pretty sure. Pretty sure Max Angel is currently in America. And herO, he's got some plans with this probe. And Astrea, he's looking for them. Oh, is he gonna see it? Oh, it's gonna be close. No, how? Oh, he's checking. He sees. Oh, that. Oh, hello there. Ay. That is the character for laughing in Korean, in Hangul. You love to see it. The pylons do spot each other. Oh my god, great minds they think alike here. As yeah, we're just gonna leave these two alone. They're gonna have some time to themselves here in the top left hand corner of the map. Oh my god. As we have a 2-gate opener from both players here, it looks like both players are going to be going for Stalker first. Double Stalker, you love to see it. But yeah. I love this. I love this so much. We're not even going to proxy anything. I mean, there's no need. I hope by the end of this game, both of these pylons are alive. No! The Stalkers are coming. No, herO, don't do it. Leave it alone, Papi. Leave it alone. Okay, there we go. He thinks better of it. He was rallying over in this direction. I feel like it's a trap. Like, if any of these Stalkers do head over to clean up these pylons, then they're just going to expose themselves. Or, like, expose the main bases. Meanwhile, if at first you don't succeed, try again. Astrea, he's over on the right-hand side of the map instead. We'll see if that probe does decide to do anything. In the main base... Yo, they're mirroring each other! We're going 3 gates! Both players! 3 gates, Robo, Warp Prism, 1 base all in. Oh no! And there's the pylon, and Astrea will be found out. It looks like he was setting up for a 4th gateway, maybe 4 gate instead. That much more committed. Ay. Meanwhile, Astrea's gonna be heading over in the direction. No, Astrea's gonna do it. He's gonna be shutting down this pylon, but this may be a mistake. He may have to recall back home, by the way, because herO is going for a prism. He's gonna be going across the map with everything he has to try to end the game. And Astrea is very out of position. To be fair, he has the high ground. There we go. Yeah, recall. Is able to recall back home in time. Scouting wise, has Astrea figured out what's happening? They haven't really scouted each other. They just happen to be doing the same thing, confirming that there is no natural base. So yeah, mirrored builds. They're both just 1-basing each other. Any stark differences? Astrea does have a couple additional Stalkers. Astrea did lose a pylon, but he also killed a pylon, so resources lost were pretty similar with there as well. Expose yourself, Astrea, here we go. Are we gonna end up in a base trade? No, we recall back home. Okay, there we go. So I would have loved it if we just base traded each other and just all hell broke loose. But here we go. Adepts are slipping into the main base, wreaking havoc. There's no shield battery in the main, by the way. Meanwhile, Astrea's gonna try and force himself up the ramp, but we have force fields. There's no way in. Astrea, he is caught between a rock and a herO, and herO is hard. Oh. He's gonna try and force himself up the ramp, but again, force field's gonna slow him down. There is no blink. He's gonna try and trade as best he can with pseudo blink here with the prism, but he can't go up the ramp. And we just keep warping in. We have an immortal on the way for herO, and he is just safe and sound in his own main base. Meanwhile, Astrea, his economy, it's almost non-existent. He's down to 12 workers. Oh boy. I think this may just be it. I mean, Astrea, he's gonna be able to take down one of the gateways. He does throw down some force fields. He dives into the immortal. Oh, and he will be able to get that immortal, but at the cost of so many stalkers. The concave is too good, and GG gets called. And herO takes game number 1. The chat's catching up. herO is hard. Live VIP 2023. Oh. I mean, am I wrong? that's the question you have to ask yourself. Oh my god. GG. herO does take the first game in a bit of a Spider-Man meme of a game. We didn't just throw down pylons next to each other, but we also went for the exact same builds. Execution though a little bit better from herO to realize that, hey, my opponent is also one-basing me. I'll just defend back at home and I'll harass with the Adepts instead. And the Adepts just cripple the economy of Astrea. They forced his hand, they forced him in, and herO, he wanted it. He wanted Astrea to come in. Oh god. Hi. And with that, herO takes game number 1. Boy. This game was Protoss. This game was PvP. This is why PvP is the best mirror matchup. You don't understand. And here we go, spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Dragon Scales. We have the South Korean Protoss player representing CranKy Z Gaming, the best Protoss in the world. It is herO. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the American Protoss representing Alpha X, currently down in this series, but not out. It is Astrea. Oh, and as we catch up in the chat, I want to give a massive shout out to Password. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Qué tal, papi? ¿Cómo estás? Hope you are doing well. It's been a while since I've seen you in the chat, Password. For those who don't know, he is an amazing community member of the Latin American scene. Has hosted his own events in the past. And yeah, also playing some StarCraft as well. Just a little bit, ¿Qué tal, papi? ¿Qué tal? Ojalá que todo está bien, todo está bien. Oh, less than 3. As we get into our game here, Astrea is looking to go for a gate expand, but has actually prioritized his gases here. So looks like herO is going to be going for a much more economic opener. There we go, does go for a very fast gate expand, pulling out of gas even, just so we had the minerals for this. Jesus, so quick. Meanwhile, Astrea is going to be looking to, I imagine, maybe even prioritize his tech here. So a very greedy opener by herO. Is he gonna try and like pull a max packs? Is he gonna try and like bait his opponent into all-inning him? I kind of want that. I kind of want to see herO be the defender. It doesn't happen too often. Let's go, Poppy. Let's go. As Astrea has banked up the resources, and there we go. He is going for his own expand after Cybercore. A little more sensible, if you will. It's 3:45 a.m. Oh, true. Shout out to all the people from the Americas, North America and Latin America for staying up. I know it's not the most ideal time in the world, but I appreciate it. We always do appreciate it here. We appreciate the degens that show up in the chat. Less than 3. Speaking of, herO, I don't know if you noticed, is in the house. He throws down a proxy pilot in the main base of Astrea, but Astrea, he does spot it.
Your probes are getting owned.
Astrea has Diva. God damn it, Max. God damn it. Este Astrea. But he has found the pylon, so it's going to force a little bit of lost mine time here to deal with this in the main base. Oh, as he does make his adept. Interestingly enough, herO actually went for a zealot first as well, just to be a bit of a nuisance here. Going to distract the first adept. Going to telegraph where it is, and herO is just going to bypass it entirely. Let's go. Meanwhile, Astrea also throwing down a tech of his own, is going for that Stargate. I believe a full wall off here at the natural base. No way in, no way out. Is going for the Oracle first, and this is going to be scouted by herO. There, he does confirm the Oracle zooming across the map. Soon to be. Zooming across the map. And we have shield batteries being thrown down. One here at the natural, one in the main. So one Oracle is not going to be able to do too much here. We're even going for a Void Ray by Astrea. Interesting. I wonder what he's seen. I mean... There we go. He has spotted the third gateway, so is going to be recognizing the aggression coming out from herO. Astrea, just a little bit terrified, is going to be going for a defensive Void Ray back at home. Meanwhile, the Oracle dips on in and does target down two of the probes already. Nicely done. Doesn't take any hull damage either. Astrea's going to be able to get some mispathing there, but to stay safe for now. And from here, we do see herO even going for that Twilight Council. I imagine going to be going for Blink. Much more standard setup here. 3 gates alongside Blink. Meanwhile, Astrea is going to be a little bit late when it comes to his own tech, just because he went for a Stargate first, so that did kind of eat into his own Twilight Council timing. Is going to go into Blink just a couple of seconds later as he gets into his own gateway explosion. And yeah, something we don't see too often. Astrea is going to be harassing with his Void Ray. Alright, let's go. And we don't just have Blink from Astrea, we're just going to be doubling down. This is what we saw against Creator, fun fact, earlier in the day. But Astrea is going for DTs. The Dark Shrine is thrown down behind the natural base. At the same time, the Void Ray is trying to find some damage and looks like may even be able to pick up a pylon. Oh. 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 Oh, not quite though. Oh, it's a bait, puppy. Don't do it. Don't go for it. Void Ray is going to have to wait a little bit here to regather its shields. It is forced back. And herO takes a third. Pretty fast third in comparison to Astrea. And the thing that we have to worry about a little bit is that at the moment herO doesn't have access to any detection until now. We have a robo on the way. With that, we can get observers out. DTs won't be the end all be all. As we still have a full wall. Eventually we're gonna have to kill this gateway or the Stargate even. Smooch. Yeah, it's gonna be the Stargate. Again, the Stargate has kind of run its course at this point. We don't quite need it anymore. Feels bad, man. As yeah, hero's gonna be able to shade in with his adept and confirm that probe. Oh my god, and he's gonna be able to deny it. Probe goes down. We will be forcing a delay onto that third nexus. Meanwhile, Astrea wants to keep on going. The Dark Shrine is now done. We have a prism on the way. Oh, can the Oracle get out? Oh, yeah. Oh my Jesus. Oracle will be able to escape with its life. But it's pretty interesting. Even though the Dark Shrine has been done for quite some time, we haven't really done too much here with the DTs. Just gonna be sending them now across the map. The Stalkers are looking to distract herO here at the third base. herO, though, with the shield battery overcharged and immortal, he should be fine at the third, but it's not about this Stalker army. That's not what's really scary. What's scary is the Prism going into the main. Oh, here we go. We blink on forward. We trap the Stalkers. Astrea is going to be losing his army. The DTs, they got a lot of work to do. And here we go. One into the main, the other into the natural. Do we have any detection? The answer is no. Well, we do. But the Observer is with the main army, and now here has to make a choice. He does force a cancel, and there's the recall. We recall into the main, but the damage has been done. Oh, we just barely get the prism. The cost of 12 workers. Oh, 13 even. But again, killing the prism will be able to slow things down here for Astrea. And the DT is going to force a bit of a reaction, or at least some supply to stay at home for herO. But the downside is that Astrea lost a lot of Stalkers earlier, if you recall, and his army hasn't really recovered since. It just hasn't been enough time, and here we go, herO. He wants to go for his counterattack. He doesn't want to stay at home and wait for DTs. He blinks on forward, and he has double the Stalker count right now. There's just too much here from herO. A second Immortal is showing up, but the shield batteries are just not done. Astrea being pushed away from his own third base. As the shield batteries finish up, there's just nothing in range to really support. Astrea just wasn't quite ready for this. At the same time, DT goes for a counterattack, but we have detection back at home. GG gets called, and herO takes game number 2 and the series. Ooh. GG. I see Roundbacks in the chat. herO is hard, Buffy. Oh, he is. ESL Asia for GSL. Let's go. True. I get DTs after Stargate. It's a new better. Yeah, Astrea's been doing it a lot. He has been doing it quite a bit here. Quite a bit. Did it earlier against Creator with mixed success, to be honest. Mixed success. Like, we saw Astrea did do a lot of damage. Like, he did kill a lot of probes with his DTs. Don't get us wrong. But unfortunately, if you remember, as he was going in with the DTs, he did have a bit of a skirmish with his Stalkers, then he lost a little bit too many of them. So that kind of led into a snowball effect where after the DTs were killed, Astrea's main army was already hurting. On top of that, the shield batteries were a couple of seconds too late, which was a bit of a shame. That also comes down to the fact that if you remember, the third Nexus of Astrea was also cancelled. It was cancelled and delayed, which meant there was no overcharge, no shield batteries were ready. It all just kind of added up there towards the end in favor of herO. So GG, well played.